So, good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone present here. My name
Right.
is Dongre, and I'm from Bhopal. I'm doing my MBA from ITM Business School, Kharghar, and as a 15 days NGO internship, I got a wonderful opportunity to work for Dorai Foundation, and I'll be interviewing youth leaders who are doing extraordinary work for the community. And today we have with us Ms. Naga Lakshmi. She started her journey for social work at the age of 15, and she haven't stopped since then. She contributed stationery, clothes to orphanage with her friends. When she was in 11th grade, she worked in many projects like tree plantation, old age home, and many more. Also, she volunteered in projects working for traffic awareness campaigns and been a part of Accident Free Nation and Suicide Free Tamil Nadu projects. She is a nutrition instructor also, and she is with the Right Foundation for past 1.5 years. So thank you, ma'am, for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you here with us.
Extremely, thank you so much. This is the first time I'm getting so formal introduction in DFS because I used to moderate or do this anchoring work. My friends used to do this, all this time. But as a speaker, making this kind of thing is very first time. I'm feeling so different and happy. Thank you so much, Ami and Saujanya Prasad, KBJ, Dr. Samita Prasad, all other DF members for giving this opportunity. I feel like extremely overwhelming happy.
Same as ma'am. No. So, ma'am, can you please tell us more about yourself?
Tell us more. What? No, what kind of stuff you want to know about me? You tell us.
Like, like, ma'am, we know that you're working for social cause since many years, but what can you tell us about your childhood or your college days?
About my childhood, I was completely brought up in Chennai only. During my school days, yeah, I was national badminton player. I always been a kind of very active in school. I was a dancer. I used to play harmonium in school. I was a national badminton player. Then I was an NCC cadet. I was a national cadet corp. I then for my juniors upcoming cadets, I was the trainer. I was the sergeant. Then later, my interest on this thing, I personally wanted to join Indian Army after my 12th grade, but it was not at all possible. So I joined the degree. During my 11th class, I came to know about an NGO, Karen Welfare, through one of my friends. Karen Welfare NGO is the NGO which mainly focus on field volunteering. If you speak about social work, there are different components in it. There is something called management. There is something called counseling, where Saujanya and Sumitra ma'am is doing, and there is something called field work, field volunteering. So I was doing only field volunteering in Karen Welfare NGO, where I got in a kind of wide range of exposure there. I got so many people. I got so many friends there. I was about to, work with different kind of people. We worked with doctors in medical camp. We used to have kind of legal camp with advocates. We used to have tree plantation. There is one kind of NGO which does only tree plantation. I know I got to work with them. Then later through Karen Welfare, I was about to join Thorin NGO. In Thorin NGO, I was trained by professional how to give awareness for accident free nation campaign. That is one campaign which is officially on record of Indian record of books. And you know I was doing all this kind of accident free nation works, and uh, so many works. I used to go to many homes, for example, children with AIDS, children with cancer, children with polio attack. I was about to see all the Karen Welfare is the first NGO which gave me a view, which gave me an exposure to see. Okay, these are all the things which society has. I don't know anything about. I just had the mentality to do something, but I don't know anything how to do, what to do, how to be organized. What are the things which need to be catered? I don't know anything about that. But through Karen Welfare only, I was about to view all the things. That was my 11th or 12th grade. Then later I joined Uravukal, where we were doing burial of dead bodies and rescuing roadside. I was completely personally interested to rescue roadside people, because wherever I see a roadside, I just go. Roadside people or children who are on the sides of road, I just go and just sit with them. I just ask, என்ன படிக்கிறீங்க, what do you study, do you go to school? If they are not going to school, I'll speak with the parents why they are not going to school. I just develop those things. I work for rescue with Karunai Ullangal. That is another different NGO. all these NGOs are interlinked. Uravagal and Karmi Ulagal is interlinked, and this and Can Welfare is interlinked. Third, so all these NGOs are interlinked. I was about to work with all of these NGOs, so that is how all this happened. Then later, when I was studying, I was about to start complete my second year. I know KVG Dr. Sumitra Prasad in my college. She came as a chief guest for our union inauguration. So that's how I met her. That's why I'm in the Ray Foundation now.
Yes, ma'am. Listening to your story and when I was reading about you, it's definitely like you're very passionate. But what is it like? You started the social work at the age of 15 when you don't have any.
It's just a mentality to do something, Amay. I don't know anything. Yesterday I was telling the same to my friend. When I was studying 8th or 7th, I don't know the exact grade. Me and my 4 or 5 friends decided, okay, we should all contribute something like one soap. Ami will donate one soap, Saujanya will give one sharpener, and Riddhi will give one rubber. I will give one pencil. All this we'll give to any one of the person. We'll give to anyone. This is just a mentality to do something. Nothing else. I was like so like I was brought up in such kind of mentality by my mother from my childhood. No, she used to always tell me, okay, you should give. You should, if someone asks you something, if you have 2 biscuits, if someone asks you 1 biscuit, you give one to them. It's always good to give. It's a very, at the very, I think it's a kind of parental impact which has on me to this greater extent. I have to thank my mother. She, is the person who, gave the seed at that age. And later, it just, uh, growed like this.
That's great, ma'am. Ma'am, as you told me that you have done a project of painting a wall. Uh, so, painting is your hobby, or there's something else you do for in a free time?
Painting
What
a
do you?
wall.
Yes, ma'am. Just allow
Okay,
paint.
that was, you saw a picture like that?
Yes, ma'am. You told me
Yeah, okay.
yesterday.
That was a work in Karen Welfare where we used to
Yeah,
select government school in very interior places like there will be one village with no vehicle facilities, no electricity facility. The buildings would be there would be very poor. So we would like to develop the atmosphere for the children who are studying there. So we used to select those schools. We used to fundraise from the public. It cost around 10,000 to paint the school completely. So I have friends who were studying architecture at that time. They used to join us. They used to put the basic design. We used to color it. So for the primary and kindergarten, we used to put A, B, C, D, and we used to make triangle, square, like geometric shapes. And for the first or second classes, we used to you might be knowing Tirukural. Tirukural is a kind of poet in Tamil, poem in Tamil. So we used to write Tirukural in the walls, like we were doing such things. Yeah.
that's great,
I
ma'am.
don't know how to paint. I don't know how to paint. I was not that kind of person. I don't have even patience to sit and paint slowly. I don't have that. But we were a team. They will put a very big circle. I just used to color it. Red color or green color, whatever the color they say. And later we extended our work for government bus stops. We started painting for government bus stops in Chennai city. We painted around 50 bus stops in Chennai, which were utilizing. So it's
Yes,
like that.
ma'am. That's great. Ma'am, as you worked in so many projects, so is there any one specific project that you have that's very special for you?
Yeah, it's one is extremely very special, which I initiated when I was studying just first year college. That is like Balavihar. Balavihar is a home and school for people, children with special needs. It is there in Field Park. I with my Karen Welfare volunteers, we approached Balavihar. We trained 40 very mild MR children for mental and physical development, for focus development, for the uh, for their strength. They'll be very loose. They will not have the control to walk. I don't know anything about this so technically. So a clinical psychologist, her name is Abhi. She trained us how to speak with them, how to operate. It's not so easy. It is at that time only I learned interacting with a special person and interacting with the normal person is like different. So we should approach in such a way. She trained us for all this thing, and that project we had for 1 year. It's like 1 year project. All the Sundays for 1 year we will have any kind of activity there. Games will be there. We used to conduct any competition. We used to conduct, we make them to color in drawings we do. And later at the end of the 1 year we saw very very nice result. A girl, her name is Roja. I'll never forget her in my life. When I met her for the first time, she would be very silent. She will not speak with anyone. She would be like very very dull. But at the end of our project, for example, at the end of the duration, she's like so active. Whenever the Roja see us, she'll immediately run. Okay, Anna vandachu, Akka vandachu. So she has came. She'll be very excited. They need love. At that time I understand they need some people to be with them. They need some people to at least to say. There was one girl who sings beautifully. So different kind of emotion. I learned different things there. That was a very successful. It's very not so easy kind of risk thing to handle IMR at the. I don't know anything. I'm a nutrition student. I know anything technically at that time. But we had a good trainer. She's the person who are come to our event. No, you should not behave like this. You should train like this. You should speak like this. You should handle them like this. So each and everything she trained us. So that was a very big success. Balavihar project was extremely a good success. That is like lifetime special project which I work.
That's a great initiative, ma'am, by you. Ma'am, as you work so hard, so how do you manage your studies and all this work at the
I
same
will
time?
not study. If tomorrow morning is the exam, today night I will sit the whole night. I will study morning and I just passed. When I'm in the class, I used to listen. I just listening is okay. My capacity is just listening. I listen whatever. Then I'll write in the exam. I don't bother about the internal exam. Semester is my target. I got 79 percentage in my UG. That's enough. That's more than enough for me. I was thinking, okay, 65, 68 percentage in UG is enough. Anyway, I'm not going to do my PG in Chennai. For
Ma'am,
that
you
only, I
told.
need 85 percentage, 88 percentage. Students will be so sincere in study that I don't had such mentality. Even if I don't had the idea to go Canada, I'd be doing some different thing here. I don't be doing MSc nutrition and all. That is a nonsense. I don't want to do that. Why is like I just don't want to continue PG life also as same regular college UG. I'd be doing different things, but luckily I got seat at Canada. I'm going there. Uh, there I don't need 88, 89 percentage. All pass is enough there. So all pass. I had no arrears, so that's enough.
That's great, ma'am. Are you going abroad for further studies? So all the best for it, ma'am. And
So thank you so much.
ma'am, as I was researching about you, you are a public speaker too, and you go to schools for motivational sessions. So, what do you think is the most common problem between among the teenagers?
On teenagers,
Yes, ma'am.
what I see, okay, the once I was going to government schools, 12th grade government school, they would be in NSS. In their NSS camp, I used to take sessions for them. One main thing is there so many students or so many children uh, do not have a good guidance. They will not listen their parents' advice. But I always feel there should be one moral guidance. There should be one kind of vibe where they should motivate themselves or they should focus on themselves. That is missing a lot. At that time, TikTok was very famous. Students were they don't know how to use TikTok, so they were using it. I was taking sessions on that. So advice or the moral guidance for students is very important. I think always I think that.
That's correct,
Even
ma'am.
not only for students or not only for teenagers, whoever it may be, but it is very important in the phase of teenage. It's always I say it's always too good to do wrong things. If you're alcoholic, good. If you are using weed, if you are using joint, using that is good. But at the time you should need a motivate. You should have that focus to decide which you want, which is you don't want. That can be cultivated once if they have a good kind of moral support in their mind. There should be one kind of clearance should be there in the mind. Students or the youngsters don't know have they don't have any clarity on what they are doing. If my friend is using cigarette, he is using cigarette, I will use the cigarette. That's it. That is the basic concepts where the youngsters are. But it's always necessary to think he is using cigarette. I really need the cigarette, or if I don't want, can I survive with that or without that? Okay, I can survive without that. Okay, I'm not doing this. I can survive without that, but let me try once. That is also fine. But they should have. It's always to do wrong thing. I'm repeating again, but they should have the moral clarity to decide if they want or if they do not want, and to realize later. That's very important.
That's very true, ma'am. As you have so much of experience, so what are the
I
things?
don't have so much of experience.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't have any experience at all. Okay.
So, ma'am, what have the uh, top things you have learned so far while working?
What is the top things
Ma'am,
I learned on what?
you're working. You have a experience for working for the social cause. So, what are the things you have learned so far? Is there any particular?
Yeah, I learned to, I learned, 0.1 percentage to handle people with special needs. Very little as I worked further. I learned peoples are very important. People and human beings are very important for, like, I don't, like the material kind of thing, people or the emotion which are around us. If I have four friends, that four friends is very important. I know number of material or the number of cost, the number of money you have cannot do anything, cannot do anything, I assure you. But the people with you, the kind of relationship, that is very important. That is one main thing I learned in all these 4 years. Because when I want to do something, for example, I met a girl 3 days before. She's a roadside girl. Her father is working in Chennai Corporation. He's doing this garbage vehicle and all. She asked Akka Pongal dress venu. I need a Pongal dress. If I want to give her Pongal dress, I need a guy. I need 2 to 3 friends who help me, who support me to raise the friend. Soundarya Ganesh is watching. She's one kind of person to me. And Ranjit, tomorrow you're going to interview him.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
Ranjit is the kind of person when I say, okay, இது நம்ம பண்ணுவோம், we need to do this, this is the thing which is that, they say, okay, we'll do this, that, over. That thing is over. So for everything which, I'm speaking in my point of view because I'm doing this, I'm meeting so much of people. If wherever I see someone, I think, okay, what can we do to them? What needs to be done here? If I think
Yes.
in such a way, I need some people with me. That is very important.
Yes, ma'am. That's great, ma'am. That's great thoughts of yours. Can you share some of your best moments we are working for Dorai Foundation?
So many. The first day I
One
met
of them,
Dr.
ma'am.
Sumitra Prasad, like the first day I met her in totally, what the kind of KVJ Dr. Sumitra Prasad, you and most of the people seeing now. I did not saw this kind of Sumitra ma'am first time. She was totally a different person, like totally different person. She would be very sweet, just like, okay, for you guys, but totally a different person. I saw her. That is the lifetime best moment for me, not Dori Foundation. The day I met her is like lifetime best moment.
Same, ma'am. Ma'am, as a social worker, what do you hope to achieve? Like a purpose, a goal?
I don't have any goal. But what goal you can keep endless? The kind of work which we do is endless. You can't give the no. This is the end. The sky is the limit. I will say.
Yeah.
Above the sky there is another universe. There is, if I for example, if I could do everything to all the people in Tamil Nadu, then I could go to the next state. If I complete India level, should go to next country to do this. If I'm going to Canada, I could do something in Canada. There is US near there. There is some need in US. This is the kind of wherever the work I'll do. It's not like this is what I do. I have kind of ideas. I am planning to conduct a job fair, especially for transgenders. That is one idea I have. This is I have so many ideas to do, but dream to do, what is achieve to do? Where do you can end your achievement, man? Here, where do you end? I feel there is no end.
Yes, ma'am. That's great. So, ma'am, at last, I just want to ask you one thing. Like, what changes do you want to see in society?
First, I want, okay, you are asking this question, right? What are the changes which you have done to you? You tell me. You
Yes,
are
ma'am.
speaking. You are speaking with me for last 2 days,
Yes,
right, madam? I
yes,
want to
ma'am.
say, yeah. You go through my profile. You asked me, what the works you did, ma'am. Oh, great, ma'am. Summer, ma'am. Superman. What did you learn from that? What do you want to change through that? So I always believe, if you want to ask this question to me, you should, start changing yourself.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
I learned this, so I can ask this. I believe change start from within. One should change. Then, only changing the society can happen.
Yes, ma'am.
I
I've
think I
learned
should
from
change a
you.
lot in India.
I learned from you that you are so
Yeah.
humble and you are so hardworking. That's the thing I learned from you.
So I always believe, yes, at the end of the day, I always believe change start from within.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not something to do outside, it's from inside. If you could do this, you can make your community to do the same. If I'm doing some kind of work, if I'm changing something, it's possible for me to do the, to apply on the same to Soundarya. It's possible for me to do the same with Ranjit, to Balaji, to Vignesh. These are my friends. If I could change something on me, I make the community. They can extend that to their community. This is the kind of change which can happen. It's not possible to take a society or take a village directly to apply it. It's not possible. Change should from within, and it should extend through our circle.
That's a great thought, ma'am. So, ma'am, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today. And it's an immense pleasure for us for talking to you. And thank you for joining us today. And we have learned a lot from you. So we're glad that you agreed for this meet. Thank you so much. Sandra, ma'am?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving this
Sajani, ma'am?
opportunity. Thank you so much, Saujanya. Thank you so much, Saujanya, ma'am.
Naga, laxshmi ma'am, I don't think Amma answered properly the question that you asked. What is the change that you want to see after
Sorry,
talking
sir.
to?
Saujanya, your voice ரொம்ப breaking. I could not hear you. Like the network is very breaking.
One.
Can you all hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
So, I was saying that I don't think Amma answered properly the question that you asked. What
Okay.
is the change that you want to see? Ma'am asked Amma. Ma'am said, after talking to me for 2 days, after interviewing with me, tell me what is the change? What do you think should change in society? I don't think Amma answered that.
Ma'am,
Don't you agree?
okay, ma'am.
Amma, after listening to ma'am, what do you think? Oh, Ritika is raising her hand. Ritika, tell me,
Ma'am,
what do
I
you
want,
think
okay.
is the change?
Ritika.
Ma'am, I think like after taking so many interviews, we should help others too. Like as we are helping, we are too conscious for ourselves that we are not helping to the society, those who actually want help. So we should help others too, so that they can also achieve something in their life as we are also achieving.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So I'm so happy that she got a small thought by doing internship at the Ray Foundation. I'm so touched.
Also, ma'am,
Amma, you're going to
yes,
say
ma'am.
something.
Yes, ma'am. We just have to build a more empathy for us, for all the people, so that we can connect with all
I
the people,
came
and
here
we
not
can.
for all the people who deserve, not
Yes,
for
ma'am.
all who
Ma'am.
deserve.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. For the people who deserve, so that we can connect with them and help them if they need us. It's doing these things. It's making more humble, as ma'am as you are.
Very nice. Very nice.
What I learned from this interview first was I had no idea ma'am was a national level badminton player. I feel ashamed of myself. But that is very nice to know. I think next you have to play badminton with the Sai Center kids.
I was playing one day. I will continue that. Don't. Yes, definitely I'll do that.
Yes, please. I think what all of us need to learn from ma'am is how casually she does social work. You know, she kept going on and on. She's like, I started when I was 15. I went to this, I went to Care and Welfare, and then from there, I joined this organization, that organization. I painted school, I painted bus stop. I was helping burning the bodies of unidentified people. I was helping rescuing people on the streets. I was teaching kids. It went on and on, right? And it's still not over. It's just continuing. Ma'am says, when I go to Canada, there'll be some help that will be required there. Sky is the limit, and beyond the sky, there's the universe. So I think that's a message that we all need to take from ma'am, not just in the aspect of social work, but in the aspect of ourselves as well. I think what ma'am said, it might have sounded very casual. I don't know how to paint. They would give me a circle and I would paint in that circle. But that in itself tells a lot, right? A lot of times we are so stuck in that circle, which is our comfort zone. We don't step out of it. We don't try to expand our horizons. And we think what I'm doing is enough. I'm not doing any harm to anybody, so it's okay. But what about the good that you can do to the world? And what about the good you can do to the world while improving yourself? Now, if you give a paintbrush in mom's hand, I'm sure she'll be able to paint whatever she wants to paint, right? So sometimes, not sometimes, I feel all the time, but for you guys, sometimes when y'all are actually helping other people, there's a lot you are getting back in return as well. And I think that's the most important message that I personally got from mom's interview today. And another thing is about, this, this attitude of I can, I will, and nobody is going to stop me. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of people use this attitude in the wrong way. I'm not going to listen to my parents. I will do whatever I want. But instead, having the same attitude to, I will better the society. I will not let anybody stop me. So, all the things in this world which has a bad side to it can also be used for good. And
Definitely.
I think that's a very, I mean, when she comes off, she's younger than all of y'all. She's younger than everybody on this panel. But nobody will have the guts. None of y'all will ever be able to stand in front of her and back answer her, because that's the kind of person she is. And that's the kind of people that the society needs to grow, to evolve, to become better. And I think I am very grateful personally that I got to, hear your interview, because a lot of this, I know you're doing a lot of work, but at the same time, I think it's very important that we listen to all of this in one go. You know how you said, I've never had my introduction spoken out before. Thank you for that. The same way, I think all of us need to hear this again so that it's, repeated in our skull. That's why we have Independence Day again, and Mother's Day, and Father's Day, and birthdays. We celebrate all this so that we can remember that these are all important things. And the same way, hearing about you all over again reminds me what a great person you are, and what is the work that is required in society. It doesn't end with Naga Lakshmi ma'am. It doesn't end with Sumitra ma'am. The work keeps going on, and we need Ritika and Amay and Riddhi to take on the baton, move forward, continue the relay, because the race isn't over, and it's never going to be over. And the further we run on this, to, you know, going forward, we make a better society, not just for us, not just, our small tiny circle, but we make a better world for everyone who lives in it. And that's our responsibility. We take from the world, we have to give back to the world. So Naga ma'am, thank you so much for the interview today. It was inspiring. It really made me proud to know you as an individual. A small token of appreciation from Dore Foundation. I won't say this is from Dore Foundation. This is more from everybody who are going to hear your interview and be inspired by it. So a small token of appreciation to you, Naga ma'am. Thank you for giving us your time. I think you're wearing the same kurta.
Same kurta, same post. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I am extremely grateful for this because, as a Durai Foundation leader, to all the, interns, to all the people listening, to share my point of view. This is whatever I speak, I always mention this is my point of view. Not general, not correct. My point of view. To share all my thoughts with you is like I feel extremely grateful. Thank you so much, Sumitra ma'am, and thank you so much, Sarjanya ma'am, for this opportunity. I'm very very
This
happy.
and ma'am, this is coincidence that pictures what ma'am is wearing in this picture and ma'am is wearing right now also.
And
Yeah, that's what ma'am said. Ma'am said I'm wearing the same kurta and giving you all the same pose.
yes, yes, yes. That's what I say. The same. Like this. No, no. I plan to wear the same kurta when I see the poster. Yeah, intentionally I would, not
Oh,
accidentally.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you
Thank you
so much,
so much,
ma'am.
Asmita. Thank you so much, Amay. Thank you, Harshit. Thank you, Pritika
Thank
Rao.
you so
Thank
much,
you,
ma'am.
Sajjasda. Thank you, Soundarya Ganesh. Thank you, all of you. Extremely thank you. And I feel if you could, take a second of, thing from my session, if you could, give water to your children who is roadside. If you do any one thing after listening the interview, I think that is the greatest achievement of my life. I feel so. So I, request all of you to take something back something back home to do in life. That is very important. Listening the session, time okay, but what you're doing after listening the session. You're inspired. What you're doing after inspired. That's what I believe a lot. Thank you so much for this session. Thank you so much, Adanya. I'm so happy.
Thank you, ma'am. We will try to walk the walk the same way you do.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Have a good day, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Happy Pongal
Happy
once
Pongal,
again.
ma'am.
Happy
Happy Pongal,
Pongal,
ma'am.
all of you. Happy Pongal.
Happy Pongal, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a great day.
Good
And
day, guys.
Soundarya ma'am, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Saujanya ma'am. It was really a pleasure hearing Nagalakshmi ma'am in one end and you on the other end. So, looking up for the same session tomorrow. Extremely waiting. Lots to talk, lots to share. Amay, stay tuned. Looking up to hear your questions so that I could give the best of answers as well from my end.
Sure,
And I'm
ma'am.
looking forward to share my experience with you all.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
We would like to
Really
see another interview
amazing.
also.
Extremely fantastic. And it's
Thank you, Soundarya ma'am.
it's
Thank you,
really,
sir.
it's
I
really
wish
a
to
great
mention,
moment.
I know Soundarya when I started working in Karen Welfare during my 11th or 12th grade. I know her from that time. She's the one person to see all the works which I do. I'm so happy that she can connect with me in this interview. Thank you so much, Soundarya ma'am, for your time.
Thank you so much, Nagalakshmi ma'am. It's a pleasure hearing you out as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much, all of you. Have a
Thank
good
you,
day.
guys. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Happy Pongal. Have a great day.
Keep on, guys.
Thank you, ma'am.